Hello Year 7 and welcome to this tutorial video on how to use 2D design to make your own herb marker. By the end we'll have something laser cut which you can take home. Just some key tools that you need to be aware of. When you start using this, make sure you go to File and Save As to save your work, and you need to save in the F drive. Save regularly. It's very important in case you make any mistakes. On the left hand side of the software you've got drawing tools. I'll go through those in a minute. And you've got grid and navigation tools on the right. Another thing to look out for is the rel numbers. This tells you the size of the object you are drawing. Just to go through some of the tools that we'll be using today, select is one, line, circle, contour, delete, and on the right hand side of the screen we've got grid and gridlock and zoom. So look out for as I use those. Later in the video I'll also discuss bitmaps and fill. So be aware of where those are. The key is to pause the video every 10 to 15 seconds as I work to copy my instructions. So let's start. You're going to copy everything I do. Here's 2D Design open, and I'm going to show you how to do your own herb marker. Now the grid is spaced out at 10mm spaces, so we're going to change that first. I'm going to double click on grid, double click, and it opens up. And I'm going to change the grid spacing to 5 and 5. So all you need to do, click OK. Now you notice the grid is closer together. Now if I draw something, it just goes anywhere. I don't want that. I'm just going to select and I'm going to delete them. What you need to do is have grid lock on. Okay, so grid lock needs to be on. Now when you draw a line, it stays exactly on the grid. I'm going to select that and I'm going to press delete again. Okay, for your herb marker, click on the line tool and pay attention to the rel numbers down here, the rel numbers at the bottom. I'm going to click about there. I'm going to go down. When I get to 80, I want to stop. So look here for 80. 80 down and 0 across. There we go. And then I'm going to click here again. And I'm going to across 25 and then down 25. So we should have 25 minus 25. Again, it's the rel numbers that I'm looking at. There we go. Right, I'm going to show you a little trick of how you mirror and flip things now. So if you click select and drag it over the object you've just drawn, you can actually click here on the two green squares, that's copy. So if I click on them, copies, and then I can click on this thing at the top and it reverses like that. And then if I click on the middle yellow square, I can actually drag things around. So I can position this right there. See? Right, let me show you that again. I clicked select, went over it, copied, flipped it around, used the middle grip point to line it up, and then I just pressed escape. Okay, so that's now the start of a herb marker. Then I'm going to go to circle, click on circle, and if I go sort of at the top, between the two lines in the middle, I'm going to click, and I'm going to do a circle of a radius of about 40mm. Here, if I look at the rel number here, I need to get it to 40 if I go across. There we go. Okay, there's the start of my herb marker. Now I've got lines in the middle. I don't want those, so I'm going to click delete and I'm going to hold it down. When you hold it down, you get these options. So I'm going to go to the second one, delete part of an object. Then I'm going to delete these little lines I no longer need. Okay, right. Got the outline of the herb marker I want to use. Now I want an image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the internet and search for an image. So bear with me. Let me just get the internet up. So if I open up Chrome, what we want is a simple image. I'm going to type Basil cartoon leaf. Something simple, something basic, images that doesn't have too many details or too many colors. That's a good example. Okay, few colors, very basic cartoon-like image. So you can Google an image search of a cartoon herb leaf. I'm right-clicking now, and I'm going to right-click copy image. Then I'm going to go back to my software, and I'm going to paste it in. Control V or right-click and then paste. Okay. Now this is an image, and the laser cutter can't cut images, it can only cut lines. So we need to convert this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click bitmap and vectorize bitmap, and that converts it from an image to line. So it was bitmap, vectorized bitmap. Then I'm going to click on the image, and you notice it starts to transform this from an image into lines. It might take a second, so just bear with it. Okay, now the laser cutter doesn't print and it doesn't do color, so we need to go from full color to monochrome. And if we want, we can adjust the luminance and it will highlight or low light things. So I'm going to go back there. I'm happy with that. Click OK, and now I've got the image converted into a solid object with lines. Now the laser cutter will spend ages trying to engrave that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click select, click on it again, and then fill, no fill. OK, and then I can use these outer points, these yellow blocks, to grip and then reduce the size and then just reposition it, so I can have my basil leaves fitting within the herb marker. I'm going to add the name basil. If I click here ABC, click, and then just around there type in what I want. If I click on settings, I can then choose a different font, so something that's perhaps more attractive. Let's go with that one. Click OK. OK. Now if I click select, I can then select on the letters again, and I can resize it by clicking on the yellow grip points, reposition it. Again, it's solid black, and the laser cutter is going to spend a long time engraving that, so what I might do is just click on the word itself, go to fill, and then no fill. Click OK. There we go. So we've got the outline of our herb marker, we've got an image, and we've got the word basil. All I need to do is make an outline that it will actually cut, because this is all black, so this is just engraving. So if I go to contour and I choose my contour spacing, I'm just going to leave it at 5mm, click OK, and then click just outside the object. It's created an outline. Click on select, select the outline, and now I can go here to cull, that means, line cull, color here, select that and choose red, and there we go. Now the laser cutter will cut that out in red and it will engrave what's in black. Okay, so you're going to do this now. Pause, rewatch, go back. I want you to create your own image of a herb marker. Okay, best of luck.